gonna start. We're gonna do some leg stuff.
Okay.
All right, and I've marked out some spots so that you can see the points that where I want you to use. This is really popular with Japanese guys.
Okay.
They'll put an X on something and then you see him go. And Fujiwara really loves this sort of thing. That's why I did it. I was just watching some of his stuff and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna use that. All right, so about right here.
Okay.
So I would say for you, the top of that mushroom.
Okay.
So right there on that side, and if you think about it, kind of even with
top of that hammer.
Top of that hammer right there.
Okay.
It's going to be the best place. It's not too close to
the wrist.
The wrist, right here, it gets real sharp.
Okay.
So when you take that,
am I grabbing it?
This is what you're going to use. This is the bladed part.
This is what we're using. Okay.
This would be the place that you put it across the nose. This is basically you put it across the cheek when we're squeezing those cheeks in that headlock.
Okay.
It's going to be the place that you're going to take it. And we'll do a standing. Today, you want to take that spot and put it on that X.
Okay, so am I going this way?
Yep, and you're going to tuck it.
Like this?
Now, when you bend way over, now take this and kind of smack it to your chest, okay?
Like that?
Yes. Now, clasp your hand. Good. You feel how tight that is now?
Yeah.
When you sit. Now, squat down and then lean up and back. And that is going to be where you're going to be able to apply that pressure. Now,
but how am I supposed to get that spot?
Get this a little bit closer right here. There you go. Now, squeeze it in and...
Okay. Okay.
So you can either catch it way deep or catch it on that sharp part. Because if I have a shoe, it's more likely that, like with a boot, this space is going to need to be needed by the boot. Barefoot, you might have to suck it up more so that I don't try to twist out of it. But about right here is where you want to where you want to apply that pressure.
Okay.
So no matter where on your arm it is that you capture it, now suck that way into your chest. There you go. Now rock back and up. There you go. So that's going to be where you're going to get that standing leg bar.
Okay.
Man, you can step onto the inside of a leg or something like that, because once you step on a leg,
like that.
Yeah, because now when you lift up, the rest of my body can't come with it. You've posted me to the floor.
Okay.
And if you squat down into it and then kind of stand back and up with it, that applies a ton of pressure.
Okay.
Now,
this
one on the side. This is one where you would kneel on that point. So if you were down low, you would take your knee.
So my knee.
And you would put it right on this spot.
So I get like right there.
Yeah, and then you put your weight up.
Oh. Okay.
So and then you can grab, if you reach down and grab the. Put your knee on there. Put your knee right here. Or your shin even. If you get more shin on it, it really is unpleasant. Yeah. So if you put your shin across it, and then you sit back on it. If you grab a hold of that foot and then pull up on it, then it adds a ton of pressure right there.
Okay.
So the further, like right below your knee, right here in this section, right on there, it's murder. So as soon as you put it on there, it's like, ah!
So wouldn't it be like that?
You can get right there and pull up on it, but put your full weight on it.
I don't want to hurt you.
You'll be fine. I'll tap if I need to. That's brutal.
Okay.
That's how Hulk Hogan got his leg broken by a Japanese guy down at whatever the Florida, was that Jim Crockett Productions, I think?
Probably.
It was whoever had the Florida territory at the time. He went in there and the Japanese guy was one of their trainers who was a shooter, and apparently he broke Hogan's leg as I'm in charge of all of this kind of thing with a technique similar to that one.
Okay, so I'm going to need to know how this feels, so I don't want to, but I need to.
I'll just give you just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so it's right here.
Okay.
All right. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
It's already unpleasant?
Yeah.
And that's no pressure at all,
yeah.
right? Now, as I... And all I did was
Just a little bit of weight.
and so that right there.
Okay.
And then once you grab that foot,
And then what was the back? Was the other one? No, where's the other one at?
the one on the back,
Okay.
right here.
How do you do that one again?
Okay, so if we're same one, if I'm doing the same technique,
Okay.
but I'm on the ground,
Okay.
I'm gonna take that, and I've got you here.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh
I'm gonna-
yeah, this is the.
I'm gonna rock
okay.
back. You feel that right there?
Yep.
That's it right there. Here. So I can grab a hold. I can roll to the side, whatever it is. If we're straight up and down,
Yeah.
you know, I can bring right here. Okay.
Okay.
So then the other one, same point.
Okay.
Go ahead and sit down, and I'll get behind. Like I got you in a. I'm gonna throw you like I got you in like a rear mount. So you
Okay.
just sit here. All right. Now when this comes around,
Okay.
you can take your elbow
Oh, the elbow.
and you can put it right here.
Okay.
Grab up underneath.
Like that.
Yep. And then put your pressure into this leg, and then kind of rock it to the side. There it is. Oh. So,
Okay.
same. So it works the same way on the other side. You feel that right there? This comes in here, and then you want the elbow to put the pressure on the inside of that leg. There it is.
Okay.
So, mid calf, it's just so you know what it feels like.
Yeah, and I don't want to. When
So
I
the legs are around me. I grab a hold of it.
Okay.
It's right here.
Yep.
So you'll feel it right on that shin bone.
Yep. Ooh, I don't like that one.
That is ugly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a couple more of those just so you can try and get the feel. Because this comes around, you get a hold of it, you grab a hold of that leg immediately, and it just cranks up. Really get a good. There it is, right there.
Okay.
Because if I'm trying to like grab a hold of your neck and you crank that, it's a matter of if I'm gonna be able to choke you out before you can snap my shin bone.
Okay.
Because as soon as it comes around and you go, ring,
Okay.
that's the response.
Okay.
Since we're down here, we're just gonna we're gonna work through a couple of things on the mat while we're down here.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna work through a pin real quick.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna be crossbody here.
Okay.
You're going to scooch up, and you want to put this rib about right here.
So, like that.
Right there. Okay. Now, go ahead. Feel that weight in. There we go.
Okay.
Now it's hard for me to move, right?
Yep.
This arm sucks that up right there.
Yep.
Now you can either bring this one underneath this arm and
Underneath.
and keep me kind of here,
Okay.
or you can come around my head here.
Oh, like this.
Yep. And then that keeps me pinned right here.
Okay.
So that's a basic scarf hold right here.
Okay.
Now you can come up around the back of the head a little bit.
Like this.
Yep. And then you can move this hand up to cross it over.
Like that.
Like the hand that's capturing my arm right now.
Oh.
Now, and then you lean back towards my hip.
Okay.
So that puts a neck crank on it.
Okay.
So you can just go. Whoop. There we go. Now, the other thing that you can do with this is you can take that arm and push it back across your body.
Like this.
Yep. And that is really uncomfortable. You could technically probably
Dislocate.
yeah, but for the most part, most people are going to try to roll it
Turn
up.
it.
So what I always do is I throw this leg over it.
Like that.
There it is, right there. And then you can crank on that neck.
Okay, it's kind of like the crossface, but it's the other way.
Yeah.
Because I'm not on your back, I'm on your chest.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's right there.
Okay.
So good. That's a good solid pin. That's hard to get out of, especially once you get used to putting the pressure in the right places. Very difficult to escape.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and back to our feet. We'll start just a little bit with that standing leg bar, so you can get a good feel for that
Okay.
on both sides, because you
Okay.
never know what leg a person's going to give you. And if you were caught in it, you can always start to push on the other person's inside of the leg, because that's what I would try to do, is to get pressure off by pushing against your leg so that you couldn't get a good post.
Okay.
So that's where we're going to come in, swing this hand through so that it clasps real close to your chest. And you feel how it got real tight on my leg?
Yep.
All right. Now, when you go to stand up, I want you to drop your hips a little bit and rock back so that it's your whole body that's
Like
there.
that?
It is. Yeah, right there. Good. And then you can stand up as tall as you want once you've dropped your hips and then squat out of it.
Okay, so once I'm like that.
And then drive up, just like that, because
Okay.
it should lift my body off the
Okay.
mat. And it looks good because technically, if you're holding that, you should be able to, the other guy, even though you have a good tight hold on it and you stand up with it, it looks real good because right, and it's relatively safe. You're unlikely to pop somebody's ankle since it's a straight leg lock, rather than a twisted ankle lock or toe hold or something where you're putting pressure on the knee
Oh, okay.
and the ankle. Because what this actually does is that it's a knee lock. They call it an ankle lock, but it actually affects the knee, because now you've taken it and you're twisting this, but it affects the knee.
Torque here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's like a toe hold. Boom, right there. All right, let's try the other side. So hand swings in, grabs good and tight. There we go. There we go. Now, get just a little bit further over, and you'll be underneath here.
Okay.
And you'll put some pressure on that Achilles tendon, and it.
Like there? Oh,
Right
like
there.
higher up on your
Yeah.
foot. Okay.
Yep. Oh, yeah, right there.
Okay.
Because that catches it. Because when you drop and then stand straight up, here, boom, good.
Okay.
One more. Good. All right. So those are the off of those takedowns. You knock the guy to the ground. You capture that leg. He's good to go. I mean, even if you like power bomb the guy, legs usually come up.
Yep.
And especially if the guy knows that that's the progression.
Yeah.
When I hit the mat, boom, my legs come up and then right into, and then again, for theatrics, the release up, because then it looks like each time you've got it and you go, "Ah!" Yeah, so they see it looks.
It looks like you're constantly wrenching back on it.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good because it's action. It's not a rest hold.
Yeah.
Even though technically it kind of is, because you're not doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff, but you're giving a. Yeah, it's like the old headlock.
Yeah.
Well, you're just going through some motions. But it's getting action, and
Yeah.
people who don't understand grappling wouldn't understand if you're just standing there putting pressure on a guy. So it allows you to go, yeah, and for the ref to interact and act like
Yeah. Like,
right.
do you quit? Do you quit?
Yeah. No. And then just keep cranking, then you have to let it go.
Yeah.
So
Crawl to the ropes.
yeah.
And actually, that would be pretty simple for them to crawl to the ropes with that too.
Yeah.
Because every time I go down, I can move forward and they can
they
scoot forward.
And then they finally go, break.
Yeah.
All right. So those would be your standing leg bar.
Okay.
That grabbing it and kneeling on it, same thing. You know, and then smack.
Okay.
All right. So from standing, we'll apply some similar things. You're in that same spot, so now you have those reference points.
Yep.
So about right there, right?
Yep.
So when you've got the guy,
anytime you can make it hurt a little bit, it's so much easier for the guy to sell,
Yeah.
right? So when that comes across, we really want to get it right here, right? Now,
Okay.
you want my head to take the slack out of it, and about right
What do
there.
you mean by the slack out of it?
So if I'm out here, not so much.
Oh,
so-
so basically I want your head against my shoulder?
So when you get it, you're going to push my head sideways and then to your shoulder and then right here. There we go. Because right here, it's like this, and then anything the next spot can be called God, slam,
whatever. That way easy communication is possible, especially if you know that a big spot is getting ready to come up and the guy needs to call it.
Yeah.
So you can, if there was something that you suspected was wrong, I know that they've got hand signals and stuff like that. That lets,
Yeah.
something went really awry.
Our time had changed, or
Yeah, they're like, okay, hey, we need to wrap it.
yeah,
So that the guy can go, hey, I saw that signal, wrap. Boom,
go home.
boom,
Gotcha.
you're done. So straight across, there's that. You can give a hard push off that shoulder, and then it's right in there. Oh, his nose is being crushed. Oh my!
So we like,
Right here, boom, and then you can just squeeze that in on that cheek. So catching that right about there, right across. Right there.
so am I going, because when I'm doing it, am I having my arm too low?
So if you come down here,
Yeah.
you're not going to be drawn straight across like you would here.
Okay.
So if you think about it, I want you to feel like you're rocking your shoulder back and then squeezing. And hey, take a big deep breath on it too. There you go. Because you want to take the slack out of everything.
Okay.
So when you got to hold it, you get it, and you go. That's going to puff you up, and it's going to force my back forward.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man. So right here. Oh, that's horrendous. Because it sinks in. So right there, especially being shorter, because it forces me up onto my toes. Same thing, opposite side. And
I don't want to do the nose.
oh,
I'm not gonna put pressure on
think-
the nose.
you could crunch that.
Yeah.
It's just like destroy a person's nose with that, especially if it was because then it's like oh, because it's just gonna go crushed.
Okay.
Right.
So
So good hard
Push.
push. Same thing. Hard.
I don't think I had it in the right spot that time.
It was a little to the side of the head, but it was alright. It still would have worked. Would have done what it was supposed to.
Okay.
So push hard to the side. Now, one thing that you can really do is, so you can sell it,
Uh-huh.
is drive your hand across there,
Okay.
And then always feel like you want to notch underneath. Can you feel you're notching underneath my cheekbone?
Yeah.
that's where you want to feel it.
Okay.
You want it to notch in underneath there.
So-
So you push,
Push.
And then there you go.
I'm trying to feel how that works. Is that,
now, when I go here,
yeah.
you're going to give a hard shove. I'll spin myself.
And then you can turn right there.
Okay. Because it feels like I'm constantly going to the other side of the face.
So you just give a good hard shove.
Boom. Right there.
Okay.
Because that allows me to put myself into position, which is always safer because I go, all right, I know I need to be right here so that you don't accidentally catch high or any of those things
Or
like
I punch you
punch
in the face.
or something like that. So that when I feel that shove, I know that that's
Okay.
where I'm going to get, that's where I'm positioning myself to.
Okay.
And whatever it might be that turns that person, whatever the signal is, you might get behind them and then get it. And the same thing happens when we're on the ground. You can get that, you can and hook it up if the person's face down or whatever. So those are just some good, solid, if needed to push into like a real deal. I mean, neck is fine, but right now, neck, putting somebody in a chokehold, it's honestly safe for people if the person using it is not intentionally doing something to like hurt the person. It immobilizes a person. They feel threatened because when you sink it in, they freak out, and a lot of times you can then relax the grip. But it doesn't play well on film if you ever had to use it. However, you grab a guy around his face and you crunch his orbital. I mean, it's way worse.
Yeah.
I honestly think this is way worse than this. But the potential for fatality is almost nil here. It's just, I mean, you might have to get like a face cast or something like that. But overall, you're like, nope, that wasn't a chokehold at all. That was simply a compliance hold. There's nothing here that could potentially, like, kill a person.
Okay.
So, but I'm going to tell you, or you could break a jaw, you could crunch a nose, you could whatever, because it's boom, right here, and if you were really applying it, and it was just like crunch, it would be like gah, because it's so instant. Like they might go to do something, but then they want to get that off their face, and you just until they go stop, and then you can move on with life, or you can push them over or whatever, and then move to the cell to the ring in a Now, all right. So we got the leg, we got the points that we want to apply on. Now, we'll do a little bit of again with the hitting that double wrist lock.
Okay.
So right there. Okay. So we'll start just reaching across. Big reach through.
And hold on. So when I come over, do I push this one down?
Yep.
Okay.
Because we can move here, body in contact with it, and then, or we can push and turn at the same time. I like body contact with it because it allows me to make sure that I'm not going to be standing too far out and that you're able to just turn into me to get out of it.
Oh, like that?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Because with body contact, now I've got this right here. I block that leg.
From being able to like
Boom.
come around.
Because once you start to turn around with it, that's when I can follow it
Yeah,
around.
you start swinging.
Yeah. So grabbing a hold.
Okay.
Just like almost shoulder to shoulder.
Like that?
Oh, no, just come in almost reaching high, but make full body contact with me. There it is. Now, did you go up and over? Because I feel...
Am I like that?
There we go.
Okay.
So, from here.
Okay.
Boom. So, almost like I put my armpit on your shoulder.
Okay. Okay. So, like that,
There we go.
and then like that.
Yep. And if you could get closer to my forearm or my elbow.
Like by weight or the hand.
There we go. Because then you can get that lever.
Okay.
If you feel, I'm right here. Can you feel where my bicep is just above your elbow?
Okay.
So your bicep, when it comes over,
Needs to be like right here.
right about there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So can you just pull somebody into that?
Yeah.
So like.
Yep. So just pull. I would use turning, like you were gonna
Further.
crack a whip.
So like.
Boom. Right there.
Can you do that off like a fake handshake?
Oh, sure. So you would go the opposite direction with it.
Like
Right
that?
there. Right there. Yep.
Okay.
So they come out. And then rip. And the same thing off. You could probably off of the rear, right there.
Okay.
Which offers, if the guy's acrobatic, you know, you go to do that, they can then try to do some sort of swing around or whatever, so that.
I mean, I can go like that, and that way they can get momentum over my back.
Yeah. So anything to where you guys can make contact with that hand. Say, try the opposite side.
Okay. But aren't I giving you my back at this point?
So here, check this out.
Okay.
So if I got you, and I've got you right here, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you feel on that elbow, right?
Okay.
If you go to get from my back, if you,
Okay.
and if you've got a good deep one, it's very hard on the shoulder and the elbow.
Okay.
Right.
I think I'm just not putting that torque that you're putting.
No, you've got it. It's
Oh,
like
do
locked
I?
out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like-
it doesn't feel like it is.
That's one of the things, like right here, that's like, if I tried to get and you put any more pressure on it, I'm gonna get hurt.
Oh, okay. It feels like I don't have any pressure on it at all.
Yeah, it's essentially it's
Locked?
at its limit.
Okay.
So any additional pressure would probably result in some damage.
Oh,
So,
okay.
So it's a great hold. It's a great submission. It's just an all around really useful tool to have
Okay.
because you can apply it so many different ways, right? Right here, across.
Like that one?
Yep. Because you're able to get it from the top.
Then like that?
So from the top. Yeah, that one doesn't work so much from the top because it's right there.
Yeah.
It turns into this right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're able to pull it across and just turn it into a regular armbar. But this in particular, is that straight over the top, boom. It's why, especially if you take it and then you turn the opposite direction,
Like on this way?
you follow this hand around.
Oh, okay.
There it is right there. Now, to use for real, you would take this hand and act like you're trying to pass it over a hump in my back, like I
Yeah.
got a basketball on my shirt,
Yeah.
and then you take it up and over. That's when it becomes a full compliance hold, because that's like the policeman's version.
Okay.
When you take it, put it up over the hump in their back, that puts it here rather than what a lot of people, they try to raise it up, but
Yeah.
that most people, even people who aren't terribly flexible, have a good range of motion that isn't going to hurt. However, when this gets pushed out, now all of a sudden the pressure goes right into your shoulder.
Yeah. Where it already hurts.
Right. So those are really good holds that you can use on the ground. And the same thing that works while we're standing. Let's go ahead and go down and I'll show you. Okay. So I'm laying here.
Okay.
Go ahead and you're going to lay across my chest. There we go.
Like
All right.
this?
Now take this up. Go ahead. No, go ahead and get chest to chest.
Okay.
So rolling over a little bit more.
Like
there
this?
we go. Now you feel this. You can take this right here, and you're going to push it down. This hand's going to grab and capture it here.
Okay.
You're going to snake your hand, push it. It's going to push it to the ground,
Like that?
and there it is.
Okay.
Now,
Like that?
yep. And now, what you want to do is paint the ground with my hand back towards you. So slide it like it's a paintbrush towards you. So pull this direction.
Oh, like this?
So
No.
keep this goes right here.
Okay.
Now, start to raise this arm a little bit, but keep lever it.
Like that?
There you go. Now, pull, and then slide it back towards you.
So I'm not
Close.
understanding.
Here, go ahead and lay over. And I'll show you. Okay. All right. So, we're right here, right?
Okay.
Oh, let me
Other hand?
Yeah, let me try this one.
Okay.
Since your shoulder mobility is something we were talking about. All right. So when I've got it, right? I captured one down.
Yep.
This one came up underneath,
Okay.
right? Oh, can you feel that?
Yep.
Now I start to slide.
Oh, okay. So I'm sliding down.
Yeah, you want to slide this down
Okay.
and slightly up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it should go like this.
Okay. I was trying to push it in towards like your head.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
So you can come in. So this captures top. That's right there. White. That's it. Right there.
Makes a lot of difference so I know which way to go.
Makes a huge difference, right? All right. Then the other way that we can get it is slightly reversed. Go ahead and lay down, and we're gonna go instead of this direction. We go. So once I've got, I can get it, and I can go the opposite direction. If I grab them right here, and I've got this right here.
That's like Kimura, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's right there. I
Yep.
bring it up and in, and then I
Yep.
split. All right. So it's more like this way this time.
So
I'm not here. I'm here.
so I grab it here, like this.
There it is. There you go. Yeah.
But I need to be more in your chest, not your stomach.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because once you do it, I'm going to come up like this because you're going to get to here, and it's going to limit how much further I can go.
Okay.
So you push it down and this way,
Uh-huh.
or you come up and it's this way.
Okay.
So two different, same hold, just two different arm positions.
Okay. Let me try that one.
Yep.
Since I was in the wrong spot. So I get you here.
So you pushed it down, you've got your double wrist lock, boom. And the more you can keep your weight on me, the less I can roll with it. There it is.
Okay.
So
Do
that,
you try to put their hand like behind them when you're lifting them?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's the exact same when we were standing, hump over the hump in their back.
Okay.
So
And then the other one when they're like the other hand when the other side it's just pushing up.
So you've got this, and you're painting.
Yeah, painting. That's what I mean.
You're gonna paint a stripe on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. So this one
Mhm.
coming down.
Paint. Yep. Flip it around.
Right. Oh,
Right there.
grab it like that. This one pushing in.
Yep.
Okay. Down and then when it's up, down. When it's down, in.
Yep.
Okay.
So those are the same hold, but being applied from the ground. So those are all good solid holds that can be used across the board, whether we want to apply it in a martial sense or we want to apply it in a theatric sense.
Okay.
Good shooter stuff. All right. So we're gonna
Are we doing
we're gonna-
punches or are we doing
we're gonna be
strikes?
doing palm strikes.
Okay.
All right. So just nice and light. Feel yourself kind of nice and light. So we're here, and just pow pow. We're just gonna do, and this when we're throwing our palm strikes, especially if we want them, if we're talking about with ring stuff,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna look real good if they're out here, and then we're gonna go pow pow. We want to throw some body into it because that looks like you're really giving it to the guy. Or even if it was a boom, we kind of turn it boom boom. So we'll go with that. Bah, bah.
Okay.
So nice and light. They're kind of orbiting out front. Bah. There we go.
Oh shit. Sorry. Let me tighten that up. Okay, sorry.
No problem. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3.
I might, or am I going side?
Nope. You can just go. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Good. Whoa.
Somebody said that they've been watching some of my videos, and they said that I move like I'm still 600 pounds.
Like you in your head, you're still kind of like stuck to the.
They said like you move like you're 600 pounds, and you're made of pure granite. Like you have no flexibility. Everything is stiff, and not like a wrestling stiff, just like
Just stiff.
yeah. I'm like, I'm working on it. Fuck off.
It's easy to say. It's easy to say from the confines of a computer
Yeah, they
chair.
said a whole bunch of other shit, and before I actually had a chance to respond, they deleted their comment.
All right, here we go.
Same three?
Yep.
Oh, motherfucker, shoot on me now, huh? That's right. That's what you just fucking pop me in the face
It's
with
a
that.
shoot. Whoa.
One day I do expect you to fucking just do that with me. It's like, motherfucker, slow down.
That's when I'll surprise you with the cowbell.
Like I told you to keep your hands up. Boink! Right in the head.
When I
I'm sorry, Bobs.
When I go walking around swinging that thing. Out into the crowd.
Fucking Mad Dog. So, the last show, Mad Dog comes out with his chain every show. And he fucking throws it. This time, he hit the lights.
Oh no!
Nothing broke, but
Oh.
there was a moment.
You're like, good. Was that any of the stuff you had to pick up?
Nope.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I was just filming shit.
That's good.
Well, like, I wasn't even looking at him. I was filming the crowd. And I just see the crowd go... and I hear metal on metal and glass.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the fuck was that? I look over, and Mad Dog's like... And like, you can see it, he's like, I'm pissed off. Fuck, I screwed that up.
Yeah, right. He's like, in his head, he's like, well, there goes my money for tonight.
Oh no, he's like, please don't fucking break. Please still work light.
Oh, man.
They made a kind of joke of it on the podcast. So
Nice.
he's gonna have to be a little more careful about that shit.
Yeah.
I love Mad Dog though. Mad Dog is like, that guy's just like right up. His wrestling style's right up my alley.
Is it? I'm going to have to watch some of his stuff then.
Oh yeah.
Double check.
Watch him and Manders.
Manders.
Yeah,
Okay.
They have a series going through Anarchy right now.
Wait, did you send me? Was it him and Manders a while back that you sent me?
Probably.
It was like a.
Was it one like a cowboy dude with no hair?
I feel like that might be.
Big burly motherfucker? Yeah,
That
that's
seems right.
Manders. Yeah.
All right, let's do a little bit of just easing out.
Yeah, no, they've had 3 matches so far. They're about to have the 4th one in July,
Okay.
which is going to be a bull rope match.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they've had 2 regular matches and a dog collar match.
Uh-huh.
Now they're going to have the bull rope match. And that's going to get fucking bloody.
Oh, man. All right. Skate.
Okay.
Oosh.
Oosh.
Yeah.